That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and believe me, absolutely elated, I really, really am, because today we're talking to Diane Austin from the Girls Next Door. Believe me, they've had a hiatus. I'm going to talk about that as well. But first of all, got to welcome along everybody on Facebook Live, so very, very happy to have you, really, really am. And I tell you what, if you're a first-time viewer, why not do this? Why not sub, thumb, bell? Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like Diane Austin. Believe me, very, very important person. Really is. Subscribe. Become part of the family. We call it the noise here at Galaxy, simply because you do have a voice. And believe me, we get all of your media and we listen. We really, really do. In fact, we were talking to one man just a wee while ago who made a comment which would, you believe, actually restructured a good part of our shows. Yeah, it really did. So we do listen. Today we're talking to Diane Austin from the Girls Next Door. So I tell you what, let's head on over to Tennessee and kick it off. Love will get you through times of no money. You're right here at Galaxy. We're underway.
Yay! That's the new version, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, look, as I was going to take you through this before, Shades of Grey is up next, and then what's this thing, which is interesting, okay, and we're going to round it up with When the Water's Down. It's your most requested track.
Yay.
Okay, and I'll just put that there. Pop this up here. What are we doing? There we go, look at that. Gosh. Dear. What a wonderful way to start stuff. It really is.
All right.
Nice to meet you finally. I've been absolutely loving the work that's coming out of the Girls Next Door.
Thank you so much. We're just having fun.
Now, tell me something. Does Chris Faust mean anything to you?
Oh, yes. Do you want to talk about Chris?
We promote him. So now the thing is, this is now a family deal, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and I am a shameless mother.
Well,
yeah, he's so talented. I'm just really, I'm really proud of him. He's a great guy. He gave me 2 beautiful granddaughters, and he's just really working hard on this writing thing. His day job is marketing, but he absolutely does everything. He does all of his tracks. He does the writing. He's into co-writing quite a bit, but yeah, and of course he wrote Shades of Grey. So
yeah, well, you know something, I can see where his talent comes from.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, his father was a trombone player with the Mavericks.
Okay.
For a while. Yeah, so he was in that horn band that toured with them back in the 90s.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. So let's go live, and Diane, welcome to Galaxy.
Thank you. So good to be here. I just am excited to talk with you guys. I've been listening a little bit today.
Oh, God.
It's been a lot of fun. A lot of good music.
Oh, dear. Anyway.
Wow.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107, and today absolutely elated to have Diane Austin from the Girls Next Door with us, coming out of Tennessee. Welcome to Galaxy, Diane.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here from the beautiful state of Tennessee.
Well, we're in the beautiful Bay of Plenty on the North Island of New Zealand, so, very, very cool to have you. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I've been an engineer now for a number of years, and I've also been a radio announcer for a number of years. I've heard of the Girls Next Door. I've played you in the past, but you had a bit of a hiatus. What happened? Where'd you go?
Well, to be honest, we all started having kids, and we didn't have a great experience with Atlantic Records. It was, it was just time. When you know it's time, it's time. So we decided, let's focus on the kids. And so for the last, 40 years has it been? We've been raising kids, playing with our grandkids. We've all taken care of parents, and done life just like everybody else. So, and now that all that's done, we were ready to, we thought, hey, why not?
That's fantastic because life does go on, if you know what I mean. But more importantly, now you're back together again, and it's the full original ensemble of girls. Believe me, this is fantastic. What made you get back together?
We've been talking about it for a long time. When Chris, my son, got married, he's been married, 12, 13 years. At his wedding, everybody was at his wedding. And, we don't all live in the same state, but everybody came for Chris's wedding. And we were outside of a restaurant, and we're like, let's just see what happens. And so we have an a cappella song on our first album called I Can Hear My Heart Begin to Cry. And we started singing that, and it was like magic. And so that's when it started, but we still had some issues that came up that prevented it. Doris had breast cancer. I had stage 3 colon cancer. And so we had these, medical issues that popped up. And so it's like I said, when it's right, it's right. And so everything's clear for us now to do what we want to do. We're not in it now to be stars, or because we know we're not going to be stars, but we're just in it because we're nostalgic and we love each other. We're such great friends. We've always been great friends. And because we love to sing together, that's just, why not?
Diane, and I want you to check that because, quite frankly, here at Galaxy, we're in every English-speaking country in the world, and some that aren't, and you are stars. You're, in fact, superstars here. We get inundated by the noise, which is our fans. Really, believe me, let me tell you, I come into work about 9:30 at night, and I have to go past reception to get to my office, right? On the desk there, Sarah leaves me 3 USBs. One is noted as being stats, which gives us all the information of how we performed for the day. The second one is basically all the stuff that a CEO has to do, including pay out wages, stuff like that, And the last one is simply noted as noise. On that, literally, is the amount of requests for artists per track, per name of the artist, that you're frozen up again, that literally, I see the Girls Next Door there every morning. Now, I take that down to production about 1:30 in the morning, and we structure each and every show from that information. And believe me, Diane, the Girls Next Door are regulars these days on my breakfast show.
That is great news. That is great news. I love that. I think that, in the United States, it's a little bit harder for older people to do what we're trying to do. It's just not as accepted or whatever. But, our favorite comeback is, we don't care. We
But-
just don't care.
well-
we do it anyway. Especially because we're older, we do what we want to do.
Absolutely, believe me, and I love that way of looking at stuff. I really, really do. Believe me, too many years have gone by where people have to care about what other people are offending and all that sort of. Who cares? Let's get the music out there and have a damn good time doing it. Gotta say hi to. Gotta say hi to Not Enough. My boss is watching. Sonny Morgan is watching as well. CC Critter. Yeah, gotta watch out for that guy. You really do. Michael Sprague. Now, we met Michael Sprague just the other day. What a great guy Michael Sprague is. He really, really is. Tia Timmins is watching, also wife to Michael Sprague. Say hi to Owen for us, please, will you? And also Chris Andreas coming out of Vancouver is watching right now. Nice to have you on board, as well as the gambit of everybody else, including that mysterious 12 others. Whoever you are, it's so very, very happy to have you. Really, really am. Got a lot of devices going on right now, I really do. And Franco Nanucci's in there as well. Nice to have Franco watching. And say hi to Brock Flowers for me now. Unfortunately, Diane, you're frozen up right now, and everybody's getting the benefits of me, which is a shame. It really, really is. Because
I'm so sorry.
Look, Diane, believe me, when I first started radio,
Go ahead.
they wanted to put me into television. I says, not a shot in heck are you going to get me on television, because I've got the face for radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then Barbara comes along with this wandy thing and a camera attached to it, and before you know it, we've been doing this for 10 years now. So believe me, I get the better deal. I get to see you. Now, I'll tell you what we are going to do is we're going to rock on into the next track, see if we can get you unfrozen again, okay?
Okay.
All right. And of course, right here, right now, we're joined live by Diane Austin from the band The Girls Next Door. Here's Shades of Grey on Galaxy. Should we try again, or what should we do?
Yeah. Okay. What do you think? You want me to hang up and call back? Or?
Yeah, that might be the best idea. Hi from Doris and other girls from The Girls Next Door in Oklahoma. There you go.
Is Doris on there?
Yeah, shall we
Yeah.
redo it? Okay. Tell you what, give me a call back. Okay?
Okay.
We'll still
All right.
be here.
I'll do it.
Yep.
All right.
We'll still be here.
And listen, we can do it again with all the girls too, at any time you want to. Just when we're, now that we know we can all do this. So
Nice. Well, I tell you
I'll
what.
call you.
Yeah, call me back and we'll see how we go this time. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
No worries. Sorry about that, folks. Unfortunately, that is just what happens with technology from time to time. You know what I mean? You've either got to take it or, well, what are you going to do, really?
Hey, Dawn and Michael.
Don Allen is watching. Also, Michael Zdanowitz. Nice to have you on board, Michael. It really, really is. And
Our
looking
artist
forward
is
to
having
catching up with
problems.
you for a private meeting as well in the near future. I think Barbara's got something lined up. But we've been so busy lately. We really, really have. Believe me, behind the scenes with the thing in India.
Well, we might have to finish this.
We
and
might have
come
to finish
back.
this one up. Yeah, apologies, folks. Believe
Yeah,
me.
we'll do part two,
Yeah, we can do
like
it
we
part
did the
two.
other two. So I'll finish now, guys, and we're waiting for Diane to come back. Oh, here she is.
hang in there.
Hang in there.
Okay. How we going, Diane?
Better?
That's better.
She's moving.
There you go. You're moving again.
Yeah.
Sean Adam Williams is joining us as well. Nice to have you on board, Sean. The Girls Next Door, thank you for taking the time for us. Well, believe me, it's an absolute pleasure. Let me tell you, we only play the best indie artists in the world here at Galaxy, and you guys are killing it right now. It's quite true, Diane. It is very true. That's right. We're back and we're twice as good. We really are because we're working. We're really doing it. And today we're joined by Diane Austin from the Girls Next Door. I want to give a shout out to Cindy, to Diane, and to Tammy. Cindy, Doris, and Tammy as well, because we got Diane with us. Believe me, it is a pleasure to have you ladies. And, well, I was saying, Diane, literally, here at Galaxy, we only play the best indie artists in the world, and you guys are killing it right now. We have so many people asking for your music. Now, I got a young lady called Patsy coming out of Washington State. She's asking right now, have you considered seeing it's coming into the summertime, or seeing it's summertime, are you considering on doing maybe a national tour?
We would love to do a tour. You know, it's definitely something that we think about and we want to do. It's just not as easy to, you know, for it to come to fruition, you know, when we're not being played on mainstream radio here in the U.S. So, but let me tell you this. If you have an event space, like a small theater, or if there is a fair in your area, you know, ask for us, because it's very easy for people to find our information. If people want to book us, they just go to our webpage, www.girlsnextdoormusic.com, and you can reach us that way, and you can book directly through us or through our agent, but all the information is there. So if you're interested, ask for us, because then that'll kind of get that ball rolling. And I would love to go to you said Washington State?
Yeah, Washington State. Now, great pop. That was a good pop, because believe me, I was going to get down to how do we get hold of you as a fan? Can we get all your links? Where can we buy merch? But more importantly, do you respond?
Oh, gosh, yes. You know, first of all, if you just Google @Girls Next Door Music, the important thing is to add music onto it, because if you don't, there's a whole nother world out there.
Yeah, there really
you might
is.
or might not want to see. I don't know. But if you Google @Girls Next Door Music, everything's going to come up. But, you know, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. It's all Girls Next Door Music. And but our webpage if you just go there, it will take you everywhere you need to go. All of our I just got all of our music up on the webpage to purchase. Even some of the older stuff is up there, and I'm getting ready to put some music on there that was never released. When we were at MTN Records with Tommy West, we had nearly 2 albums in the can that we never used, and that is really. And Tommy West was an incredible producer. And so we have some great stuff. If you go there, go to our webpage, and you can get it there. And, of course, we're on all the streaming platforms as well. So,
Well, you know, Diane,
and, of course, there's T-shirts and everything else, too. So
I'm going to be greedy, and I'm going to say to you, how would you like to send that to me as well, so that we can play it here at Galaxy? We want to get behind the girls and promote you guys as much as possible. Would you send me some more music?
absolutely. I'll do it tonight.
Brilliant. Michael Sprague is saying, hello, Girls Next Door, congratulations, and getting back together again. You've got a lot of fans that do remember you from back in the day, and are so excited to have you guys back again. Sean Adam Williams is watching. He's saying, hi, Diane Austin. Now, at the same time, I really want to talk to you about this, because we opened up the show with Love Will Get You Through Times of No Money, and I really think we need to be able to discuss not only that, but we've had a few incidents with Shades of Grey as well. So we need to get behind this. Tell me about the lyrics of Love Will Get You Through Times of No Money.
Well, I mean, we did not write the song. Tim Dubois and I can't remember the other writer's name. I'm so sorry. They co-wrote that song, and you know, one of the reasons we re-released that song is because it's still relevant today. You know, it's a timeless song lyrically, you know, and musically it's timeless. So Love will get you through times of no money. Better than money will. It's the longest time in the world. Better than money will get you through times of no love. And it's just that story of, we don't have to have all these material things. We don't have to have all that. If we have the love of our family and our friends, and there are a lot. I believe there are a lot happier people who are middle class and lower than there are middle class and up. Because they simply don't care about that stuff as much, and so that's why that song is as relevant today, and it'll be probably still relevant in another 50 years.
Now, I've seen Shades of Grey, okay, and I've read the book. How does Shades of Grey tie in?
Well, first of all, Shades of Grey was written by my son, Chris Faust, and Austin Jenks. Austin Jenks you may remember him from, I want to say, not American Idol, but The Voice. But anyway, they co-wrote that song together, but we commissioned them to write that song because we wanted a song that would speak to our generation, and that song does it beautifully. And as a matter of fact, most people our age, and even some younger folks, when they hear it, they just tear up. They're like, it's just so sensitive. And, to have come from two guys, that, it really was beautifully written. And so, we were just honored. And I, as a mother, I am so honored to have one of his songs, what a legacy for my grandkids, for them to be able to say, hey, this is my grandma singing my dad's song that he wrote, and it's just, it's a great song, and it definitely speaks to our demographics, for sure.
I can let you know, you've got 1,715 requests for it since we've been playing it, and it's still climbing.
Oh,
it really is. Now, I've got a couple of young ladies coming out of Miami, Tina and Robin. They're asking, as aspiring young artists, what's the best piece of advice you could give us to get to the state where you're at right now and professionalism?
Well, first of all, it's very important that you understand when you're young is the time really to get started, okay? It can be very difficult and it can be very rewarding. My advice to you is to stay grounded with whatever that is, whether it's your belief system, whether it's your family, your friends, whatever. Stay really, really grounded because it can eat you up. It can eat your life. So, also I say today it's important that we do not do this, and we never have, and that's write your own songs. That's the one regret we have. I think that's really good advice for you to try to break into that writing scene as well. Just go for it, but don't compromise either. Don't compromise either. You will regret it if you compromise too much. There are certain things that you will compromise on, but you know what the biggies are. So, just be wise, think about things, know that things follow you around as you get older. So, and enjoy it. We always said when it quit being fun, that's when we would stop doing it. If you're not enjoying it, it's not worth being out on the road. Of course, back then, we were on the road our first year, 300 days. And so, and I don't think they do that as much now, but, it's crazy, but we had, the beauty is we had each other, out there. We weren't completely alone.
So. You'd be surprised about people that are touring 365. Believe me, I know quite a few artists around the world that are still doing that. Sandy Homer is watching. Nice to have you on board, Sandy. And Leonard Moran is with us as well. Now, I usually tell young aspiring artists, believe in your dreams. They're your dreams, nobody else's. Naysayers don't ever do it. Right? So believe in your dreams because your dreams believe in you. Think about that, really. Now, having said that, what is this thing? Tell me about this. I want to know what the thing is.
What's this thing you got about leaving? That's the very first release that we did when we came out of the chute. And it is a great good feeling kind of a song. Now it does, the lyrics, what's this thing you got about leaving? Kind of reminds me of junior high school a little bit, that guy that was always breaking up with you or you were always breaking up with him or whatever. But it's just a great feel-good song. And the video was so much fun to make for that one, The guy who produced our album, T.W. Hale, wrote that song. And he wrote several. He wrote Waters Down as well. We did not know. When he brought us material, he did not say, I wrote this song. We never knew. And we picked like 3 of his songs. So he's an incredible writer.
Well, I tell you what, believe me, what's this thing way up there right now at 2,899 requests and climbing. So believe me, it's making a huge impact with our audience. I tell you what, we're going to talk about the name of the album and all the information about the new album right after What's This Thing? How you feeling, Diane? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I really am. This is the first time I've had COVID.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying not to make it too stressful for you. I really am. Donnie,
no, you're doing great. Thank you.
Thank you. Donnie Coulter is watching. Nice to have you back, Donnie. It really is. And Jimmy Piano, dude, I am absolutely loving the video you put up on Facebook about us. I absolutely love that. I'm looking forward to meeting you, sir, in the near future. Especially a bit of Hey Joe. Got to be honest, I'm a little partial to that. I am. I really am. We get so many artists that do. Honestly, I've got to let you know, Diane, Barbara gets about 200 submissions a day. So we have to be cruel to be kind, if you know what I mean. We can only get so many in a month, and I can only do so many interviews in a week, if you know what I mean. So Barbara has to be very, very selective. That is why we say that we only play the best indie artists in the world. And believe me, we have so many people from around the world that listen to us, and they're not shy about telling us what they think about the artists that they're listening to. You know what I mean? And
yeah, that's exciting. We've always wanted to cross the pond and any pond. And get over there. It's hard to read how things are doing overseas for us. There are some programs that I can use to look where they're being played or whatever, but it's hard to know. But I'll tell you what, that's where I think most of our fans are.
Well, definitely they are, literally. Now, if you hang in there, because you have frozen again, I do have something I want to talk to you about after we do the interview as well, which gives promotions a little bit more than what we can do as well. So please hang in there. Let's go back to the desk. That's right. Oh gosh, dear. Everything's so caught up at the moment that I even forgot to turn the mic on. It's a first for at least 20 minutes. It really is. Terry Van Cannon coming out of North Carolina is joining us. Nice to have you on board, brother man. And believe me, folks, ever want a slide steel master? Get in touch with Terry Van Cannon. Believe me, he's such a talented man in his own right. Girls Next Door are saying hello, Terry. Thanks for listening. Well, there you go, Terry. Nice. Now, Diane, unfortunately, you've frozen up again, but we're going to run this one through because, believe me, we're running out of time, if you know what I mean. This is literally your most requested track at 3,000 397 requests for When the Water's Down. Now, believe me, I want to know what makes this one so successful.
Well, you know what? My feeling about it is that it tells a story. You know, it's one of those great story songs, and it's, you know, you don't know what's gonna happen at the end and all, and you know, it's just I don't know. I think people love that kind of stuff. It keeps them involved, and you know, keeps them listening. And plus, I think the instrumentation is great. You know, I love the track. And, yeah, it's great. We should have seen us trying to film the video because, you know, we're talking about a drought, and we're in Tennessee, and we had a lot of rain, so we were really having trouble finding a place that, you know, but we found one we'd kind of fake it through, but it was a lot of fun to make that video, and but like I said, I think it's just the fact that it's a great story.
Well, I got to let you know, believe me, I think you've made a huge connection, not only all the way through this with our audience, but especially with When the Water's Down. Now, this is off the new album, right?
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Songs you play on, except for Well That'll Get You is kind of tied into the name of that. It's not really on that album.
Right, well, I tell you what, I want to know all about this brand spanking new album that you guys have brought out, because I think this is fantastic.
Thank you. So the album is well, the title is hilarious because everybody knows what it means, now or never. You know, it's for us, it's now or never. You know? And so yeah, it was such a fun process. Like I said, T.W. Hale, Tom Harding, and of course Tom Harding is a great engineer. And he's done ZZ Top, he's done Dolly, he's done, you know, in the studio. So we had some good people behind us on it. But yeah, the Water's Down was rocking. That track was just rocking. They did such a great job with it.
Very, very cool. Well, I tell you what, without further ado, let's get it underway. The most requested Girls Next Door track here at Galaxy is When the Water's Down. You're right here at Galaxy. Good morning. Diane, let me tell you something. I know Billy Gibbons as well.
Do what?
I know Billy Gibbons as well.
One more time.
I know
what?
Billy Gibbons as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I've worked with ZZ Top here in New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
Only once, but I've done it.
That band, I saw them, I bet I saw them 5 times, you know, in concert when I was in high school. I just love that band.
Okay, well, believe me, I was lucky enough to be able to work with them, and Barbara, would you believe, back in those days, we didn't know each other back then, was at the show, so she actually gave me her ticket. I've got a ticket floating around here. I really do.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
It's around here somewhere. I do, because you framed it. You put it in a frame for me. So that's really, really cool. All our husbands were in the video.
Oh, so we must all watch it.
Oh, so we all... okay, now that's...
Let's all watch it.
We've all got to watch it now. Apparently...
When the Water's Down, it's called. We all
Well,
have
the
to watch
husbands are
it.
definitely in the video.
That's very, very
Except
cool.
he was behind the camera.
Dear. We will wrap this up after this, but Diane, please, we're going to get you to call us back because we want to take some photos, and Barbara's going to put all of this into a movie that you can pass along with the girls. Of course, I want to give a shout out to Doris and to Cindy and to Tammy as well. And
Yeah.
I usually say to artists, and I'm going to be straight up with you, it's okay to show it to friends and family. They will automatically love it because they're friends and family, right? But I usually say show it to people you don't like. I do. I tell you why. I tell you why. Simply because it puts a fire under their tuchus, and before you know it, they're saying, "Hey, Grant, I've got a band as well." And I'm going, "Good. Get in touch with Barbara. Keep her working."
Right.
But yeah, you never know. The next world sensation could be in watching what we're doing now. You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
We'll get in touch. I love it. That's right, and I've forgotten to do it again. I'm really good at this today. I really am. Forgetting to put the mic on. Now, Diane, just before we leave, and I really would love to be able to do another full interview with you. And you were saying we might be able to get the other ladies involved, of course, Doris, Cindy, and Tammy, which would be fantastic. I'd love to do that as well. But just before we wrap this up, I'm just going to say, will you put a good word in for me with Chris? I would love to do an interview with him.
Oh, he will be glad to. I don't even have to bribe him. He would love to. I know. You know where he is right now? He's in Spain. He just sent me a picture of him and his wife running with the bulls.
Oh.
Yeah, no, believe me, you can have that stuff. Apparently, it's stampede time in Canada as well. So, yeah, no, you can have that. I tried to get hold of the guys at the Stampede, and I suggested why not put a couple of hundred centres and have the running of the centres rather than the running of the bulls. They never got back in touch with me. I wonder why.
Me too. Believe me, and I'm glad he didn't really tell me till after.
Well, believe me, you've been very lucky, Diane, to be very honest with you. Normally I throw in jokes across the board, but to be very honest with you, I absolutely respect and love the work that the girls next door do. I've been a big fan for way more than 30 years, okay? So I'm very, very humbled and very honoured to meet you, and would love to meet the rest of the band.
We will get together. We will do it. We're all going to be together in the next couple of days, but I don't know how busy we're going to be. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about when will be a good time to do that, and
Absolutely.
we'll work it out. We will work it out. We appreciate you so much.
Well, believe me, I appreciate you too. Please don't go anywhere. In fact, yes, please go somewhere, but please give me a call back because I want to take some photos, and I've got something I really want to talk to you about as far as promoting you a little bit more than what we can possibly do right here.
Okay. I would love it.
Very cool. Very cool. And
yes,
I think you'll find that very interesting. In the meantime, before you do go, how many countries tuned in? 163 countries tuned in. How many cities? 6,429 cities around the world. And let me give you this one, Diane, just before we sign off. There were 5,041,000 devices online listening to this.
Wow.
You're a superstar.
That's so wonderful. Incredible.
As I said, we're in every English-speaking country in the world, and some that aren't, and I'm going to take that. I really am. In the meantime, hang in there, and we'll sort something out very, very shortly. But for everybody else, thank you for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on board, and please come back and join us in the morning, Barbara and I, on the breakfast show between 5:30 in the morning and 10 o'clock. We love to have you. It proves interaction is all about it, and it's all about the music. You're right here at Galaxy. Have a great day.